Have you ever been with a person, or you might be this person, that every time anything inconvenient happens, they get upset? Like a typical road rager, like a typical Karen, a person would say, a slight inconvenience, a slight discomfort, and then they become unfocused. They become rage. They become they have some people have anger, so that might be anger issue, but like they just derail from whatever they were doing. I like to call myself a very chill person. Maybe that has to do part of it. That, I believe that I am a chill person. I'm a very cool-headed, relaxed person. Anything happens, road rage happens, even if I'm in wrong, and people flip me off. It's like the funniest thing ever. It's the funniest literal thing ever to me. Like, hey, sorry man, my bad. But like, people got so upset about the slightest things in like daily routine. Like, how are you so upset about this such a thing that you are willing to upset your whole day over a slight, like slither of inconvenience? One time I was coming. This was a situation I know, very vividly. I was at an internship, like a marketing internship. I was heading back. I had this raggedy ass Saturn. I think it was like 200 something call. They don't exist anymore, but like feels old, I guess. I guess when I drove it, they didn't exist any, the brand didn't exist either way. So anyways, it was a Saturn, very shitty car, exhaustedly shitty car. And it didn't have AC. It was like tan colored, very shitty car, you know. Anyways, I left my internship. I was like 18 or 19. You know, it's like a downtown, just right outside the downtown. Like, I'm seeing the buildings, right? Like one block over, and there's like all the finance buildings and stuff. So a person coming from inside the city, from the all the big buildings, and I am coming from the opposite side, and there's an intersection. It turns green, but yet it's not the turning green. It's just for the traffic to go, and I had to turn. So I accidentally turned just a little bit because I fucking forgot or something. And he got so upset, like he started flipping me off, and it's like, what? That little thing did some I okay, somebody say, oh, you were about to get him killed. No, I was not. I didn't. I barely got there, and I realized I brake, and he drove past me. So apparently, if I drove first, then it would have made sense. But he drove his path, so that means we had space. Either way, I vividly remember his face, like so goddamn upset about it, and he started flipping me off. Even though our windows are up, I see him like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This slightest thing have upset you this much? Like, do you like rewind it, and what are you doing? Like, it shouldn't, But then I like to, first of all, I just laugh it out. I'm not like, I'm sorry, ha ha ha, sorry. Like, I don't get upset about it. It's just not, I'm a cool-headed person, I'm just a chill guy, I guess. And the goal of this video is that I want you to understand. I want you to be in that mindfulness that whatever happens, you let it be. If you're working on this video, my sister sometimes knocks on my door or she bars in. That's okay. It's part of it. If I was a hot-headed person, I would start yelling, why are you coming? Why are you doing this? Leave me alone. Blah, 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 blah. No. What the fuck? It's fine. It's all good. We're living. And that's how I want you to be. So, the practicing, I call it mindfulness, or self-help culture calls it mindfulness. Essentially, it's just being the chillest guy there is. Being okay with inconveniences and yet ignoring them and working on your thing. Yet being okay with it. Okay, that happened. We're still going to do what we're going to do. We're still on our mission. We're still on the path we were doing. If I'm making a video, someone bars in, hey, what's up? Do you need anything? Okay, they're gone. We're still making the video. And if you are a person who gets hot-headed at every goddamn inconvenience, I promise you, it's not going to serve you well. In your life, like the whole life, in your career, in your goals, in your achievements, whatever you're trying to achieve, they're going to put on, hurdles in there. So, how do we get to this mindful state? First of all, we need to practice coming back from these inconveniences to the present moment. Because what happens is when these inconveniences happen, they take over. Those inconveniences take over your mind. And now the thing you were working on is second to that. And we don't want to let that happen. Right? So, whatever happens, we have to realize, okay, it happened. Now we have to come back to whatever we were doing. And how we practice is essentially, meditation. Meditation in itself is very, disciplined and peaceful, but yet it also teaches you how to keep the attention. Essentially, maybe that is the main core of it, keeping attention to the specific thing, which is meditation. Keeping the attention on it. And how it teaches you. So step one, find a quiet spot. I like to do it in my car sometimes. I do it on my bed. Sometimes I hear it on the chair. Quiet spot. Close your eyes. First, take 3-4 breaths. Like deep breaths. And then just calm down. Focus on your breathing. Not the deep breathing. Now just calm down. Just your mind will wander. Your mind will oh, what are we going to do tomorrow? What am I eating later? Oh, Ali said this. Did I do that? Oh, he wanted this. That's okay. That's literally the practice we're doing, right? Right. That happens. That's fine. Okay. Gently bring back to breathing. You'll take 3 breaths. Your mind will wander fucking again to some random shit. Oh, this light is a bit too bright. What does the tripod look? Is it going to fall down? Oh no, it's not going to fall down. Oh, what's going on? What's going? And then it's okay. That's fine. It's part of it, right? We talked about it. It's part of it. This is exactly what we're practicing. Bring it back. Gently accept the thing. Okay, you wandered. That's okay. Bring it back. Bring it the fuck back. You need to do this. It doesn't have, starting with meditation, it seems very yogi and very spirituality, and me being a Muslim guy, I don't really like the spirituality parts of self-help. It's to me it feels wrong. As a Muslim guy, it's Islam it is. Anyways, but the part is that you are present now. What, you have control on your thoughts. You have control over situations. You're not letting outside factors take over your brain, your mind, and now you're wandering around and not focused on your goal. Like we said, that road rage happened. I realized I was in present moment. I was like looking at this guy. I'm like, are you really serious about this right now? Like, this has affected you this much? You ruined your whole day for this little inconvenience? Like, I'm sorry for my bad. But like, what do you want me to do? Like, suck your dick or something? No, let's move on. Mistakes happen. I'm not a person who honk at people like, what are you doing? What? I might do it for fun. If my friend is going up there, I'll probably honk at them and imagine you yell at them. Like, it's always fun. And anyways, anyways, I'm not a person who like flip off people or like honk at people like, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck? It's not a big deal. I understand people make mistakes. I understand, and you should understand that other people make mistakes. So, again, I'm wandering around now. So that happened, and I realized, okay, we're in the present moment. This guy, it has affected this guy this much. He's probably having a shitty ass day. It's okay, Moman. It's not like personal stuff. Like it shouldn't affect him this much, either way. Like, it's definitely his problem. That's okay. Let it be. After 5 minutes, after 2 minutes, he probably forgot about it. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. The point is, he did. I did. He definitely did not, because a hot-headed person, that took over him. It probably was with him for about at least 2 or 3 hours. And that happens to you when you are a person who gets distracted easily. If you're a hot-headed person, if you are just a road rager type wannabe. So we do not want to be in that situation. So how we do that? We practice meditation. I don't want to go over and over again. So anyways, the problem, let's recap. The problem is hot-headed person is not going to serve you well. The goal of this video was to give you some advice on and some actionable steps that you can do on daily basis to keep yourself mindful, to keep yourself in like, I'm not letting this ruin my day. Like, this little has this much. This little thing cannot have any effect on me. I control my life, my my thoughts. I'm in control. Outside factors do not matter. If I need to care about it, I will. I will fight if I have to, but I have to be in control. It cannot take over me, right? Right. And we talked about, finding a quiet place, closing your eye, taking 3-4 deep breaths, and then relaxing. And if your mind wanders around, grab it back, accept it. That's okay. It's part of it. And just do it for 1 to 2 minutes every day, whenever you get time to. You don't have to you have to do it at 8 a.m. No, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you don't have time. Sometimes I do it at the gym. Sometimes I do it in my car before work. Sometimes I do it in the morning. Sometimes I'm sitting here and I do it. It does not matter when you do it. The point is that you do it. All right. That was the video. Thank you very much.